everyone. Welcome to your next 7-day messages from Spirit. So these are messages from Spirit for each zodiac sign for your next 7 days. These are timeless, so when they find you, that's when you need to hear them. Thank you so much for joining me. For those that are returning, thank you. Your support means so much to me, so thank you so much. Let's get started. Hello Gemini, welcome to your next 7 days. So your overall energy, we have love and romance are all around you. Where this is playing out, how this is playing out, aspect of yourself this is playing out in, we have despair. And we have the additional messages with the tarot. We've got strength, the Tower, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so my friends, love and romance are all around you. I love and appreciate myself. This is your overall energy for the next 7 days. Now, Spirit wanted me to start there with that message, but Spirit wants me to come down, and we might come back to it. Now, what's happening here, Gemini? So you've got despair, and the card says, I need your divine intercession right now, O Great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. Now Spirit's kind of saying to me, Gemini, there's a final push here. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, Gemini, but I'm not sure that you're really focused on that. And it's almost like Spirit saying, focus on the light at the end of the tunnel, not the darkness of the tunnel. Okay. Now with the tarot messages, we've got strength, the Tower, and the Four of Wands. And I think this is going to explain the whole reading. I think that's why Spirit wanted me to move quite quickly through these to come to the tarot. But Spirit wanted to start with these messages because it explains this energy. You got strength. And I often find that at the beginning of our journey, we've got momentum from our past journey. We've got maybe a bit of excitement, a little bit of the unknown. And there's kind of like this curiosity and this kind of like, oh, let's see where this goes. And then when we get to about the middle, you know, we can often get confused and think, oh my gosh, what the hell are we doing? You know, what am I doing? What am I trying to achieve? Where am I going with this? And it's at the middle that it's the darkest. You know, you can't go back, and you know you can't go back, and there's a part of us that sometimes does want to go back, but you do want to keep moving forward, but it's almost like the way's been lost. So it takes great courage. And when you're in the middle, the light at the end of the tunnel is probably tiny. So, you know, you probably have to kind of concentrate to see it. Now, Spirit's saying some of you in the middle, some of you are at the end. Now, at the end of the tunnel, we're exhausted. We're like, oh my gosh, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but am I ever going to get there? And sometimes we feel like that light gets moved. Like sometimes we think, oh, okay, we've got, 100 meters until we get to the end of the tunnel. And then we feel like we've done those 100 meters and there's another 100 to go. So we feel like the end result gets moved further back. Like we feel like we're moving forward, but the light at the end of the tunnel keeps moving forward as well. So we feel like we're never going to reach it. It takes courage. It takes courage to keep going on our path. And I feel, Gemini, when I get this kind of message in my readings, not only are you changing things in your outer world, but the change started with a lot of like an inner journey change. And that inner journey, as we change, things in our life change. So there's a lot of what am I trying to do energy. And you've got to keep going, because Spirit here is, thank you Spirit. Spirit's just called me back to my last sentence, and Spirit said, no. What Spirit wants to tell you is, hold on to your courage. Dig deep for your inner strength. Because we've got these two major arcana, we've got Strength and the Tower. And the major arcana is how Spirit co-creates our world with us, our journeys with us. It's the part that Spirit plays. It's those synchronicities. It's those moments of just things just appearing, things falling into place. We do our bit and then we receive. And Spirit's saying, just hold on, Gemini. Yes, you might be feeling like, oh my God, I'm so lost. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I've made choices and I have no idea what's going to happen. There's this real sense of unknown and confusion is the feeling that I'm getting, Gemini. But you've got the Tower here. And in your reading, I feel, well, generally I feel the Tower is always good things. It brings everything to a head. And then, bam, you've got the door. You've got the end of the tunnel. You're there. So Spirit's saying, hold on. Just fill yourself with love. I love and appreciate myself is the affirmation for this card. Spirit is bringing things to a conclusion. There'll be this, the Tower is surprising, it's unexpected. And the Tower can be an aha moment, like this massive aha moment. Oh, that's what that was for. It can be sudden endings, but it brings you to the Four of Wands. This is celebration. This is walking through the portal to a new life. And I feel this is Spirit saying to you, Gemini, you're actually right there. Now, even for those of you that might feel like you're in the middle of your tunnel, it's like the end suddenly just going to appear in front of you. You thought it was miles away and then suddenly, boom, there it is. And if you feel like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, you can kind of see where you're going. You're starting to get a little bit of clarity, but maybe you're starting to get more choices and you don't know what to pick. That aha moment will come, that clarity will come, and you'll find yourself walking through the door. Spirit just said to me, Gemini, the despair is there to slow you down. The despair, and what the card says despair, and I think it's because you're kind of feeling maybe a little bit desperate, a little bit like, oh, I just need this to be done already. But it's almost the confusion, the uncertainty. If you can slow down in that, this solves everything. Now the card says love and romance are all around. And this Tower moment can be just random people coming into your life and just saying something that just makes you go, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. It could be people coming into your life that suddenly there's like a romantic connection and they walk you the rest of the way. It can be suddenly there's new friendships and they just open the door for you. This can be as well, Gemini, that deeper, that connection that you have with spirit. Suddenly you just feel it. You know it in your heart, however you know it. And suddenly you're less afraid. That brings you to the door. But it's kind of going to happen without you doing too much. And I think that's the key, Gemini. I'm going to leave you with that message, my friends. Love, light and blessings, Gemini. Take good care of yourselves and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.